chains that once confined us. Close my eyes, the sky is wider. Every breath is pulling higher. I'm burning through the sky. Higher on wings that never die. Carry me into the endless light. Higher, I'm burning through the Lift me into the light. Take me where the dreams fly higher.
Oh my goodness, that worked. And the music is so quiet. Let's turn that up. All right, welcome back everyone. And if it's your first time, then welcome to Wrenn. Wow. All right, so this is our first time actually doing a live stream, and I'm virtually certain that there will be zero technical issues or any problems of any kind. We are going to deliver you that premium experience that you deserve. And wow, that is unbelievably loud to me, so enjoy the music. All right. Well, we don't have a huge amount of time today, so let's just get right to it. You saw in the description, we are playing Darkest Dungeon 2 today. We're going for that Grand Slam achievement. I've been after this for many hours. I have 293 hours into this game. It's one of my favorites. But definitely getting this Grand Slam is a challenge. The idea is there are 5 bosses you go through, and you gotta take one party through all 5 bosses in any order, and nobody can die. So it's hard to do that. It really is. There's been a lot of close calls, but I've got the party that I think will do it. So I've also already done the first 4 bosses off stream just because I was playing for the fun of it. And when I was like, you know what, let's get back to live streaming, I thought this Grand Slam would be just a good return to form, like a good return to the stream, because I'd love to get it on camera, be like, bam, see, I did it, Grand Slam accomplished. But let's turn the music down. Let's get the game started. Well, that's not the way to do it, but hey, there we go. You see what I mean? Just cut that out. There's probably a good way to back the audio down and get it to be a nice transition. We'll figure that out someday, right? Here we go. Prepare to have your mind blown. Darkest Dungeon is about making the most of a bad situation. You're not expected to succeed on your first expedition, or really your first dozen expeditions. Like it says, heroes will die, you'll have failures, everything is out to get you in this game. That is not even a joke. But sort of in contrast to the first game, it's not a nihilistic sort of mindset. It's not the ancestors saying, you know, everything's awful, humans are terrible, everything sucks, and I caused it. This one takes a different tact. You did cause the world to to blow up and be terrible. But it's on you to fix it. And that is what makes this pretty great. So we go to the confessions mode, and we are going to continue our otherwise pristine run right now. Now, you are going to have to let me know in the comments if the audio is too loud. I don't think it is, just based on my tests. We'll see. So we are at the Altar of Hope. This is where you do all your upgrades. And hopefully, you know, the controller seems to not be working, so that's fun. This is something we need to fix. I do prefer to use the controller almost exclusively. We're playing with the Xbox controller because I have played a ton of this on Steam Deck. It's almost the perfect game for the Steam Deck. You can just pick it up, put it back down, and it's turn-based. So you're always getting some forward progress in those short little bursts.
Once more into the maelstrom, in search of what hope yet remains.
Yeah, let's go find it. But coming up next, I believe we pick which confession we're going to go to. Hey, we do.
Indistinct and ill-lighted. No compass awaits you here.
Boy, that's the truth. All right, as mentioned, we've already completed Denial, Resentment, Obsession, and Ambition. We are going for Cowardice.
Cast your cowardice aside, and make right what you have wrought.
We get a little chunk of story.
The wind blew sour. The oceans roiled. The earth shuddered at the coming change.
That's pretty bad.
The crossroads, where lost souls hope to find their way.
So again, through pursuit of dark knowledge and ritual, sort of like what the Ancestor did in the first game, you succeeded and wrecked the world. Like, this is the actual real world we're surrounded in. And we've got to enlist people basically in purgatory to fight for us. So we are going to put in the back ranks the Vestal.
A sister of battle, repudiated but unbowed.
Our front rank is going to be our Hellion.
Beneath bloodlust and fury, there is emptiness and shame.
Then the Highwayman is going to be a sharp shot, and he's going to be in the third rank.
Hunted, harried, a fugitive seeking to outpace the past.
And somehow I missed the Crusader. We'll put him in second rank.
Metal and man, soldier and sword, forged in the fires of war.
I love it. So this is the perfect team, I think. I've tried a whole bunch. In my view, this team has everything you need. We've got healing back here with the Confessor, the Vestal, but she's also got great offense. She can strike back ranks, and she debuffs targets when she hits them. So she's not just a heal bot, she's still contributing, at least in terms of debuffing, and still taking out targets that maybe have a couple hit points left and I don't want to waste a big attack on. Highwayman, he's a sharp shot, he's our ranged guy, can still throw down up front, and he can move about, but definitely picks off the back ranks. That's where the stress stealers happen to hang out. Crusader, he's just versatile, he can do everything. He does have a backup heal, and he can also tank if we really need him to, so he works really well for that. Can also just hit relatively hard. And of course, the Hellion is just your barbarian. Put her up front, have her hit anything really hard. I don't know if this might be something we learn together. So I think the idea is you have different paths you can pick for a hero, but they just recently they've been doing reworks of everybody, and they just recently reworked Hellion and I forgot the other guy's name. Whatever his name is. The Leper, that's who he is. So I don't know if Ravager is what we want anymore. A defense breaching role that stares down death unflinching sounds great. And Berserker... You get winded tokens, it reduces damage dealt. Yeah, that's fine. Honestly, I might regret this later, but we're gonna just stick with Ravager. And we'll just figure out what it is as we go, if indeed that's changed. It looks a lot different. Let's just get to it.
Onward, and let us hope enough yet remains of the world.
Now, there is an option to speed up the coaches, but I don't know.
The winds whip more harshly on the far side of the brook.
In my mind, the journey is literally part of the game.
You see, even your valley is not immune to the spreading stain.
All right, let's see how this works. We should be able to just chew right through these guys, but wow, I haven't played this in like 2 months. We just gotta hit them and just clobber them. I've seen you take worse. Come on. Probably not the best use of that. Probably should have hit the third rank. But I wanted to take out...
A simple variable, easily resolved.
I wanted to take out that Gaunt because he hadn't moved yet. So, just like in any turn-based thing, if you have the opportunity to take an attack off the board before they get a chance to move, you should probably take it. It's not worth finishing off a weak one when they've already acted, and you can stop someone else.
Sweet reprieve. Until the next test is put before you.
So you go through and you start getting currency, but you also start getting trinkets. These enhance your character. I don't know if I ever want to reduce crit.
Are you shaken?
There is so much worse in store.
Like, I like extra hit points, but I do like to critically hit a lot.
Rest tonight, under the mountain's unblinking gaze.
All right, so this is one of the pieces of the game, and you could even say of the achievement and the challenge. You can't have a character die, but you can back out of the run at the inn. So if you make it to the inn, it's a safe zone. Well, we'll heal and we'll buy stuff, but how do the controls work?
Every league, a lesson.
At this point, you can just take what you've got, leave, and start over, and you're not penalized for that. We will definitely avail ourselves of that if things start going south. Like, if we start getting negative relationships, we shouldn't, but it can happen. Or we just barely scrape by, don't get any good trinkets. I happen to know what we're up against the final boss, so yeah, if it doesn't look like we can do it, we'll start over. And then we can spend more time together, and that's what it's all about.
Spend what you can, or wealth no longer has meaning. If indeed it ever did.
All right, so we've got some things to make our life easier. The Radiant Flame is just it's the only one that's good. It gets stronger as you get defeated. It's at its weakest right now because we have not been defeated yet.
A sound investment in roads yet untraveled.
We'll take the Orphan Pet Cub. It gives us stress resistance, but the positive relationship is pretty much gold. And then we're going to look at all the... All the stagecoach items, again, positive relationships.
Anything that lets us travel further is worth the cost.
Exactly. So your characters can build positive or negative relationships with each other as the battles go on. They'll say things, or as they get stressed, they'll start ranting at each other. There's any number of things that can start doing that. When they get a negative relationship, they'll actually start harming each other or themselves based on the other one's actions. If they have the positive relationships, they'll gain bonuses. They'll step in and take a hit for somebody else or join them in an attack. If they use an ability, they might heal the other person. There's no good reason to ignore relationships. Indeed, it's just a terrible idea. So there's nothing really else that I'm super after except for alcohol and playing cards. Like, I'm not terribly worried about stress right now. We can mitigate that with the Crusader pretty well. But we do get these items at the inn, as soon as I remember how to control it.
One learns quickly when survival demands it.
Yeah, while we're here, we'll work on the rest of our abilities real quick. You get mastery points, you can upgrade something. Like, we'll upgrade Grape Shot Blast and Pistol Shot. This will let our
Each
guy
improvement, a new variable in the equation of your fate.
That'll let our Highwayman just take more things off the board more quickly.
Radiant light will suffuse you with the strength of your convictions.
And then we have it, so we might as well attach it to the stagecoach. Now we get to choose our path.
Everywhere in ruin. Everywhere in need.
So we can't go to the field hospital. We get a lot more resistance battles. They're tougher than usual, but we do get the Pilfered Wealth trinket if we avoid the field hospital. So we'll have to watch our step. Here you get an additional meltdown chance. That's when your stress hits 10 at the maximum. You either have a meltdown or you have I forgot what the benefit is. Resolute as the opposite. So again, it's either terrible or it's great. So we want to avoid meltdowns. That's not too big a deal. I don't expect us to have a problem. I'm just not interested in Candles of Hope at this point. So let's go to the Tangle.
Blood and rain, resignation and death. This land is truly barren.
So those are their relationship numbers. See, now we're unfriendly. So that might have already been a bad idea. We want everybody to have as high of an affinity with each other as possible. What is this? Sure. That's pretty much it, I think, right? I guess we have trinkets. Start with a positive token. Oh, random ally and start. Okay. That sounds great. We could always use random tokens. Apply on hit blind. We'll assign that to the guy who can hit more than one target at a time. I still don't know about... Actually, she can use that. She doesn't need to critically hit, usually. He'll be fine. Nothing can go wrong with this. At this point, and it's only after you visit the inn, up in the top, I'm gesturing with my hand like you can see it, but in the top right, you'll see what relationships you're stuck with for the run. Right.
War rewards only resignation.
All right, so right at the start, you have the hospital, which we have to avoid if we're going to get that trinket. Chirurgeon is going to be... That's going to be interesting. Very first battle. So, I chose this party because we've got an answer for everything.
Brace up. There's danger on this path.
And we also just eat the Chirurgeon alive. So it's pretty much a free trinket. We'll see how it goes, though, without any real mastery. All right. We have 2 bishops. They really are kind of a problem. They tend to resurrect each other. I did a good job of not adjusting my skills before battle. I can also see that the symbols have changed since the last update. So he'll be tanking. Alright, let's get rid of these clowns first. We really need to take the bishops off the table because they can resurrect. And that just undoes all of our fine work. He set up a parry. Or a counterattack, I guess, a riposte. Alright. So, I really don't want to hit the knight and take a hit back, but... yeah, we'll cover. This is stepping in and taking a hit. Should have covered the Vestal. That's just how it goes. Alright, so I can only hit him or slap this guy, so we'll take him out.
Let us hope to finish this quickly.
So the Vestal's utility also comes into play here. Illumination will remove positive tokens, and it doesn't count as an attack. It lets us eat up some of those riposte tokens without actually having to take damage back. Now we just got this clown.
Another impediment, cleared with impunity.
That's okay, walk it off. And then our highwayman can also remove those tokens without an attack. We still got a riposte. We just gotta eat it. Like, at a certain point, you're like, you know what? We'll heal on the stagecoach ride. Let's just get going. There you go. See, you take the hits. That would have been nice to finish him off. But again, you just have to chew through them. You can't let them linger, and you can't let them get extra turns. There we go.
The unrelenting application of violence yields morbid gains.
Morbid gains are my favorite. I can't tell you guys. All right. So the characters will heal on the stagecoach ride. Let's see how this chirurgeon goes. His whole gimmick is that dot effects, damage over time, will actually cause him to regenerate. We don't have any of those. We are just raw power and tanking, so we should just burn right through him, even without a lot of mastery. Here we go. So you get the option of which character sort of activates things, very much like in the first game. We can see in this case, it'll daze the other party. And it also increases the affinity with the other characters. Alright, so we got 2 rounds to burn through. We gotta get through the mooks here, and then the chirurgeon shows up in the same battle. There we go. These guys might not even get a turn. Especially if she can finish them off. There we go. Chomp. Uh-oh, did my... oh no, my controller. Oh, there we go. I think if I touch the mouse or the keyboard at all, it switches off controller into the into keyboard and mouse, and then I gotta work to get it back. That's something to keep in mind if we play an action game of any kind. But that might also just be a Darkest Dungeon thing. Alright, we need to finish these guys off. We are taking way more stress damage than I would like.
A simple kindness.
But we can reduce it more or less infinitely. As long as we're willing to burn the Crusader's turn doing so. But it is worth it. Like, hit point damage is one thing, but stress will build up, and then it gets really hard to manage. There he is. Alright, so I'm thinking we just beeline right for him. Just slap him with as much damage as we can. Because he'll heal everybody else. It's like, yeah. That's fine, we can wait.
Agony by accumulation.
Somehow we're taking bleeds. Why is that? Apply to attacker when hit. Oh, bleed damage. Okay. Alright, well. That is unfortunate, but they're tough. They can handle it. Your guess is as good as mine on that. I don't know what he was doing. So you get this weird thing where it's like, how much of the game mechanics do I explain? It's like there are tokens flying across the screen, and I'm just taking actions willy-nilly. You guys are like, what is Wrenn doing? You just have to trust me. Alright, so he's getting low on hit points, but he is regenerating every round. But he's got nothing better to do at the moment, so let's heal him up. I really just don't want to hit the... I don't want to hit the guy in front until we take out the Chirurgeon themselves. Oh, good. He's guarding him. Alright, well, sometimes we don't make the best call. But I wonder if I could take that token off. That answer's no, but... Oh, that's okay. We'll just start hitting. The guard token won't stay forever, so I think we'll be okay. Especially... We'll just burn through it. There we go. Alright, so the boss is down. So it's like a free trinket, and it's usually a pretty good one, too. How much bleed damage are we taking? He's taking 5 every turn. So we will remove that bleed. Of course, they keep applying it. Now...
Fight through the fatigue.
Yeah. Now, bleeds and poisons and everything, they do stack, so the more of this that happens, the more... or the worse it gets per round. And now we just keep thrashing. Look at all those debuffs he's got. So guys like this have armor. That's what that little token down there is. It's like an extra hit point. You have to chew through each of them sequentially. It gives them a little bit more staying power, but what are you gonna do? All right, so here's the freebies. We get leeches. I mean, that's great. You can get diseases, and that removes them. So a spiked skull cap. That seems like a good one for the Hellion. Like, her whole kit, I think, is oriented around bleeding, so that should work pretty well. And then some traveling healing. I love it. All right, so not bad for our first stop. So my goal, depending on how long it takes, my goal is to get to the next inn before we end this session. So we're gonna try to burn through these obstructions as fast as we can. So you just run over stuff, you get stuff. Your coach gets damaged. Oh, speaking of, I don't know if that's speaking of, but I do need to adjust some of our skills. We do have a lot of them, and I'm not always using them. For one, let's put the skull cap on the Hellion. But over here, I don't really need rally and cry yet. Some of these are more of configured for the Sorry, now I'm distracted. See, this is just how it goes. Yeah, the current characters are configured for the last boss fight. So we don't really need to cover, but we do need to either Holy Lance. I think we're going to keep Holy Lance on. That's going to give us some insulation from being shuffled out of position, because you can see here that some of your attacks can only launch from certain positions. But if anything shuffles you out of position, you find that you have to skip your turn or spend the turn moving. It's a mess. So I think he's fine, and I think Vestal honestly is fine too. There's not a whole lot here. I'm not going to go through all these for you. Yeah, I think we're in good shape. It was really just adjusting the Crusaders' attacks.
An inkling of potency still lingers in some of these well-worn relics.
That doesn't seem too useful, but the various items that we can equip. You have a combat item. They're just kind of like consumables. So some caltrops, that will be fun. These aren't that useful. They remove blindness. We're going to take it and move on. I'm going to start going a little bit faster here. All right, so we either face kind of like mini bosses and a lot of bad stuff, or mini bosses and more bad stuff. So we're kind of screwed. I guess it's going to depend on what's ahead on the road. So we're going to this one or this one. That, again, probably doesn't help you watching it because I can't really point to it. Yeah, I can. I got a mouse, don't I? No, I don't. We'll stick on the left side of the screen. Just another battle.
You will fight so that others may flee.
That's right.
Stumbling and stupefied.
Bring a shrubbery, just in case. One that looks nice. And not too expensive. So we got more of these chirurgeon minions. That's kind of weird. Alright, so just for the fun of it, let's try this crow's feet. This should hit everybody. And we crit them, I don't know. So we'll just apply a bleed to them, and for some reason I can't... Oh, he's stealthed. We can't hit the guy in the back. Let's have to peg on somebody closer.
The fiend's strength dwindles.
I'm surprised that Hellion has taken as much damage as she has. But we can see up in the turn order they're about to both go, so let's take him off the table and just avoid another hit. Yeah, we'll let the Vestal heal.
A little help, impeccably timed.
Impeccably.
Straightforward and effective.
That's who I am. That's who I am as a person. I have to say, I've been wanting to play this for, I think, 2 months now. It's such a joy to get back to it. All right, so... Well, that's not a good option. So, no matter what, somebody's going to have a worse relationship with Hellion and a better relationship here, but we'll just have to do it. Kelsey is just popping off in the chat. But that's right, we will do it live. All right, so this is a configuration we'll get familiar with. So we've got the bishop. He will resurrect guys, but this drummer in the back is just going to continuously buff everybody up. And then these clowns. Yeah, it's gonna get rough in here.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
Let's throw these crow's feet again. There we go. So weirdly, it's like we need to take him out, the drummer. We can't leave him for last because he'll like explode or something. But we still got to take out the bishop because if we don't, we'll be made to suffer for it when he brings the drummer back. That stress meter keeps going up.
This is no time to falter.
Oof. That's kind of the hard part about this. In a lot of fights, you want to focus on the back two. Sometimes the one all the way in the back. That's within reason the hardest one to hit, but that means you're ignoring the strikers up in the front, and so they're just clobbering you unless you sort of manage all these positions.
A promising development.
So the bishop has like 1 hit point left, but it's also got a bleed on it, so it should just croak at the beginning of its turn. And I'm going to take every opportunity to reduce the stress. Because, here we go. Now, did she just... Let's hold that thought. It's like, did she just regenerate? Did I misread this? Or is this some passive effect of the Ravager I don't know about? Gain on killing blow. Plus 25% health. Okay. I didn't realize that. See, this is what happens when you read patch notes and indeed the text of the game. So that's great. So she could theoretically spread bleeds around or just clubber something, and so she's got a sustain ability. That's nice. I don't know, I remember seeing on Reddit people didn't like the changes, but I don't know, that one's kind of cool. about done here. Oops, make sure you target the right one. You don't want to hit the corpses. You can.
Straightforward and effective.
All right.
The loathing whispers.
Yeah, the little blue things are, I guess they're Oblivion Tears. They're up on the top right of the screen, and if you get 4 of them, the boss gets like 10% extra hit points, and a whole bunch of other bad stuff happens. It's pretty much the worst thing
A simple
imaginable.
choice. At least it should be.
So we're gonna stick with going on the left side. We want to avoid those blue things as much as possible. We can reduce them with those resistance battles and dealing with cultists and stuff, but yeah, it's bad news. The final boss of this game does not need 10% extra hit points. We have no choice but to enter this gross, horrible creature den. Give these curs no quarter. There's a lot of combat in this one. We haven't had it. Oh, I guess it's because the current region has that thing that just replaces some or all of the non-combat encounters with battles. So I guess we're just stuck with it, which might slow us down quite a bit. I'm not sure if we'll get to the end this session. Should probably put an arachnophobia warning on the stream, just so you know. Horrible spiders. Alright, so I'm gonna do this Divine Comfort and let everybody regenerate, since we've got kind of 2 rounds we gotta deal with here. Just like the Chirurgeon fight. So these little tokens are dodge tokens, so we got a 50% chance or a 25% chance to actually land the hit. However, a token is always consumed. It doesn't tend to stay. So even if we miss, the dodge token is gone, and now a heavier hitter can come in and actually land the attack. Gross. This poor guy. But that happens, though. It happens to everybody at some point. There's a lesson in that. If a spider's big enough, you just shoot it. Don't try to hit it with a sword. You'll always miss.
Hold fast, for who knows what lurks in the beyond.
These things, they lurk. Oh, she was blind. Alright. Gotta pay better attention to that. More spiders. It's kind of better than the wolf things you can get. And it's somewhat better than the big centipede things. Those are just gross. Oh, we hit. That was perfect. I wasn't expecting that. Oops.
An opportunity squandered.
Listen, that was intentional. That was strategery. It's like, I let the spiders hit us. It's part of my plan to build up a false sense of confidence. They'll become so cross they'll make a mistake. Wow. All right. So everything usually is in nice even percentages. So if you're blinded or if they have a dodge token, it's like 50%, 25%. So you're not usually dealing with crazy numbers. So it's like there. I had a 50-50 shot to hit it. It's kind of still always worth taking it. It's like you have ways of removing those tokens or whatever, but you burn a turn to do it. So is it better to just take the chance? And my thought is yes.
Easily dispatched.
Easily. That's trivial. Stupid spiders. They think they can just go wherever they want to. So the lair is where the bosses are, but it's not the big confession boss. We will have to fight one of them. It says right there, it rewards a trophy, and you need a trophy to get to the mountain. It's just part of how it goes. But I'm not going to fight a boss on the first region, and I found that this one is really not to our advantage. So we will deal with a boss, and it will be gross.
They stand guard even now, deathless and dreaming.
Deathless and dreaming. It's like same. All right, so crossbowman and a guy with a lumberjack, I think. All right, so our highwayman is really not in good shape, but
Let us hope to finish this quickly.
save it for listed stream. I don't know what that means. You'll have to elaborate. I don't know. Yeah, let's throw some heals out. We heal on the way, but since we're battling at every stop, we're not getting as much travel healing as I'd like. Oh, that's right. He's jumping in to take the hit. All right. Oh, suit yourself.
A brilliant conclusion.
Gotcha. Oh, I see. Kelsey, that is correct. It is intentional. Everything I do is 100% intended. But yeah, it's like, that's okay, because at some point this is gonna get chopped up and turned into VODs, right? Then you can watch Wrenn over and over. You can get your Wrenn fix whenever you need to. All right, so we'll take him out. I guess that was an opportunity kind of squandered. So the highwayman has an execution. So it's an attack that also burns through one of those death tokens that, like he's, or those armor tokens, whatever it's called. But he's gonna bleed, so he dies anyway.
In this world, wealth is worthless without purpose.
That's good real life advice. Alright, how much further we can do this. We can totally do this. So we have an altar, I guess? An academic study. Our first non-combat encounter. Alright. Take every last one. We've space to carry. Little desire to peruse the writings of heretics. So we can see at the bottom the rewards we get. We get books, or we get positive quirk and a possible negative quirk. So those are fun. So those are on the side here. These are just passive bonuses you build up. From previous runs, I think you can only lock in one positive one. And I have done so because, like in this case, that's your extra 15% resolute chance, which we want. But if we add another positive quirk, it will actually pull one of these off. Frankly, those are pretty good. So, yeah, we'll have, I think, the Crusader pick it up. Kleptomaniac, negative trait.
Waits, eager to ply his trade.
So, Song of Amorous Ballads, they're just flying off the shelves. The Tangle, that's nice, but we just completed the Tangle. The Fodder, that's the place where we're going to do the boss battle, so we'll take that. Honestly, we'll just take it all. We have room. All right, so one more normal fight, and then... No, we got 3 more battles. Goodness, I cannot read these things. So a road fight. Then a resistance fight. Another road fight. Then the cultist battle. Alright. So we've got that shield up front. It damages us if we hit it, but it also protects the guy directly behind it. It doesn't really change our strategy, though. Like, yeah, it gives us bleed damage, but we gotta burn through it. So, I mean, we'll just put it with the rest of the damage. I don't think Divine Comfort, I don't think everybody needs the regeneration right now. Probably at some point, but it's probably more important to just get through this barrier and end the fight as quickly as we can. 1 hit point.
Hold fast, for who knows what lurks in the beyond.
Let's take that guy out if we can. We can't. All right, the shield thing is gone. That moves him up. There we go. So I think the second thing is a weapon
Steady
rack.
yourself.
Ouch. All right. He's not in good shape, is he?
Let us take a closer look at the thing, as repulsive as it is.
Okay, yeah, so that's just amping that dude up. But I still think it's going to be faster just to burn through him than to try to take that out and then him. But I could be wrong. Ah.
Darkness encroaches, inexorable.
So that's the death's door bit. Once you're there, you're in a state where every hit you take is kind of like a roll of the die, and your character might just croak. So fortunately, he had something that brought him back. I don't know what it was, but some form of regeneration. Probably a passive quirk of some kind.
A master stroke.
What do you mean you don't know? I don't know.
A little help impeccably timed.
Oops. Nope. Continue to heal. We'll just crank him up a little bit. Because we have, like, another fight immediately after this. We'll extract his positive tokens as much as possible, so he can't hit us back as hard. And hopefully finish him off? No. Maybe we'll finish him off? No. Alright, this time for sure. First try.
The work continues. In crisis, no gain is insignificant.
That's probably also true. So weirdly, between battles, the only way to heal is just to drive forward. But it's a very slow passive heal, so we probably need to just pump more into it in the next fight here. Alright, so there's blood to spill. Ah, 5 for that relationship. That's gonna be tough. We have to fix that at the end. Last thing I need is them becoming resentful and, like, literally backstabbing each other. Now is a good well, now's a good time to just heal. Everyone else is fine. So every time they hit the Crusader, he's got something called the Jinx on him, and it gives them a negative, like a debuff back. Like, those green skulls are a combo token. So you've got special abilities like the Hellion here. She does an extra 50% damage if they've got that token on them. But you wouldn't know it from a hit like that. But it is true, I swear it. Alright, take out this guy, who I think... Nope. Oh, there we go. Dismiss is doing some work.
Is a lesson learned.
We're gonna do that extra regeneration, because Crusader's just getting clobbered. I mean, that's his job, to be fair. So he should be regenerating like 4 hit points per turn, but he's also drawing all the aggro. So everyone should be able to do... Give me Ruh-Roh. He's fine. He's tough. Look at him. He'll regenerate a bunch of health on his turn. He'll be okay. I hope. There we go. There we go. Now we can pass our turn, and I guess, yeah, he heals 20%, but he takes 2 stress. So it's a tough call sometimes, but I think we'll be all right. He does still have taunt on. He doesn't have it anymore, but man. Whew. Yeah, I still think we're better off just attacking.
Relief comes rarely in these times. Savor it.
That doesn't help. Still just gonna attack. I don't know why she's not hitting that hard, and maybe it's because I'm not using the new mechanics. It does sound like adulthood. You're correct. He doesn't... It looks like I can finish him off. He's only got 3 hit points, but he's also got that armor token. And Reynald can't burn through it, so I'm just gonna take the extra healing for the moment. There we go. Just dodge it. And Dismiss has execute. Done.
A petty hindrance.
Just trivial. A trifle, really. All right. Please drive the coach forward. Oh my goodness. So many
They
battles.
stand guard even now. Deathless and dreaming.
Deathless and dreaming again. Usually it's a little bit better on the randomization. Alright. We burn through these guys, and then we get the cultist fight, which should be a treat. I kind of like the cultist fights. How's the audio doing, by the way? Like, am I still significantly sufficiently louder than the game? Because I can't hear it. Well, I can hear the game, but I can't hear what you hear. But I'll watch it later. And when I watch it, I will like my own video. And you should too. It's appropriate. Perfect. That's what I was going for. Perfect. I'm kind of amazed at how much the damage is focusing on Crusader. And I'm not even trying to have him tank most of the time. Yeah, like that. Usually they spread it around a little bit better, so... Like, I don't think anything changed mechanics-wise. I think it's just the luck of the draw. He is so very lucky. I'm gonna make the call and take him off the field. All right. So his stress is building up. We're gonna cut that down with Inspiring Cry. Just let the Highwayman eat some atrophic cuts. All right. I think we're okay for the moment. It's time to start. It's time to start fighting back a little bit. We need to burn through these guys because we got cultists to deal with.
Another impediment, cleared with impunity.
All right, so he'll croak on his next turn, so we'll focus on... We'll focus on this guy still at full health. But he's got that convenient... What is that thing called? Combo token. She ought to hit really hard. Nope. Never mind. That's something I'll have to probably do between now and the next stream, is really dig into those Ravager changes.
The work continues.
Because I've definitely gotten some bigger hits out of her. But at the same time...
Sweet reprieve. Until the next test is put before you.
At the same time, I think the mastery upgrades once we get back to the inn are also going to help us. She's just not at her full potential yet. Alright, here we go. There's some healing coming in. Cultist fight. I feel like there's a comment there, I just don't have one. So the idea, I think, is you get rid of the altar and that guy in the back. The two evangelists, the guys in the front, they really start stacking up bleeds, but we can always clear those out, right? So that token lets them, that sort of star-shaped token over here, basically 100% critical strike, so that's probably gonna hurt and sting. See if we can clear that out with the Vestal here. Oh, they're both doing it, so I guess that's a strong play. Nope, that's gonna be a crit. Maybe not if we kill it first. But I don't see that happening. So, you know, it's just gonna have to... It's not funny.
Measure out your violence and apply it judiciously.
well,
Well
see,
done.
there we go. That's why is he all the way back there? Oh, that wasn't too bad, but
Incremental, but deadly all the same.
something moved him all the way back there. Does he have a disease on him or something? I have no idea what sent him back, unless the,
Let us take a closer look at the thing, as repulsive as it is.
apply knockback. So he's gonna have to travel his way back to the front. All right, well. Hey, you learn something new every day. I didn't know they had that buff now.
Agony by accumulation.
That changes things ever so slightly, but it's not too bad. All right, so how are we got 5? Probably best to take the bleed off of. No, it's not. It's best to kill that thing first.
A simple variable, easily resolved.
And then Dismas can probably just swipe these. Swipe off those defense tokens. And then we come in with Holy Lance.
Malaise, measured and steady.
And we let the dots do the rest. Don't really like what's happening with that bleed on Dismas, though. But I think we can kill this thing handily before it hits us back.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
What goodies do we get? Those are terrible. Alright, we'll take that. Alright, we gotta take it all. I guess our inventory's full, but you can...
The loathing whispers.
We gotta leave something behind, and it's gonna be... this and this. We'll just leave that on the side of the road. But that's the essential of how a region is done. You've got 4 regions per run. Like 3 or 4. You make it to the end like so, and then you... Okay, we gotta throw more stuff out. Let's throw this thing out. And then you make the call to proceed or cancel. My goodness.
Lower your guard. Soften your gaze. It is safe here.
Oh, it is so very safe. All right. That's going to be all we've got time for today. But this has been pretty great, though. I've had nothing but fun. And I honestly hope you guys have too. This has been... It's gone better than I could have ever dreamed. I'm gonna switch the songs up a little bit as we head to the outro. So, next time we pick this up, and I don't know when that's gonna be just yet. I have yet to figure out a schedule. I just felt like streaming today, and the opportunity presented itself. I couldn't wait to play Darkest Dungeon any longer. But we'll set something up, and I think next time we'll just go right to public stream, so Kelsey will, you know, be appeased as well. Because we're thinking about you. But in the meantime, I think everything has worked out pretty well so far. And maybe we'll play something else next time. We don't have to do Darkest Dungeon every day. We probably should, like as a general rule, whether you're streaming or not. But we'll check out what's going on, and we'll figure it out. In the meantime, have yourself a quality day, and we'll see you next time.